me? If I fell out tomorrow, would you still love me? If I didn't smell so good, would you still hug me? If I got locked up and sentenced to a quarter century, could I count on you?
The fuck is up, boys? Now, what's going on, boys? Welcome back to another episode. Today's plan is to do our longest fucking bike ride yet. I think the most I've done is like 10 miles, well, like recorded wise. So we're gonna try to shoot for like 15, like hopefully 15 minimum. Hopefully that's like a good spot. But just a quick update, bro. So I found a triathlon in October over here in San Dimas, which is actually closer to me than the Long Beach one, which is about a little over 100 days out. And I think it's a super sprint, so I don't know what the fuck that totally is, because I know what a sprint triathlon is. So it might just, I guess it might just be like halfway between a sprint and an Olympic, which is kind of fire. But that's October 4th. So if we end up signing up for that one, it would go Surf City 10 September 14th, San Dimas Triathlon October 4th, Long Beach Half Marathon October 13th. Nah, I know we can do it. So I know for a fact we can do that shit. So I think the only thing is just trying to make sure we stay on top of our training, bro. I haven't let the other guys know. I'm going to ask them if they want to do it, because I'm going to sign up either way. I think it was only like $120 or some shit like that for an individual. So I'm going to sign up either way, bro, just to see where I'm at. Just to see where the fuck I'm at. Plus, it's only like 20 minutes from where I live. So that's always a plus. But yeah, boys, let's get into this fucking bike ride.
What a waste of time. The thought crossed my mind, but I never missed a beat. Can't explain the who or what I was trying to believe. What would you do? What would you do? Do you know? I once had a grip on everything. It feels better to let go. I'm not over. I'm not over you just yet. Cannot hide it. You're not that easy to forget. I'm not over. Never took the chance, could have jumped the fence. I was scared of my own 2 feet. Could have crossed the line, it was black and white, no contrast to be seen. What would you do? What would you do? Do you know? Was it all a joke? Never had control. I'm not better on my own. I'm not over. I'm not over you just yet. Cannot hide it. You're not that easy to forget.
You already know I'm on my Bigfoot Yeti vibes. I fucking recorded the whole audio for this fucking clip outside, and I had my AirPods in, so my dumbass didn't realize that the pool filter was on, so kind of drowned out all my fucking audio. But we ended up doing the whole ride to Chino Hill State Park. It was about 18 and a half miles. I'll put the stats up right now, bro, but it was about 18 and a half miles. So it was a good fucking ride, bro. As you guys can see, though, after the ride, I ended up getting a flat. So the day after, actually, I ended up having to go to Dick's and getting a new tube. And I've never swapped out a fucking tube in my life. Like, I've never swapped out an inner tube before in my life, so that was a learning experience. But I will tell you this, I was thinking about that shit the other day, because I was like, fuck, bro. I was like, what if this shit happens to me, like, when I'm on the street or on the road? And I'm not gonna know what the fuck to do. So I'm glad this shit happened while I was at home. Honestly, it was kind of a bitch, but now that I know I can do it, I'm gonna feel a lot better out on the fucking street. So that was cool. Fuck, bro. How long is this fucking clip? How long do I gotta fucking talk for? Jesus. Nah, but so yesterday we ended up doing. Sorry, this is like a process of a couple days between these fucking videos. But yesterday we ended up doing a fuck. At the time of filming this, it is the 12th. So yesterday I did a 10-mile bike ride total. I'll put my stats up right here too, bro. Or it was like 8.5 miles of biking, 2.5 miles of sprinting, or a little under 2.5 miles of sprinting, and then like 500 meters of swimming. But boys, we did find a triathlon that's coming up in October, so we won't have to wait till Long Beach next year. So that one's still in the works. We're still thinking about it, but I'm gonna talk to the guys about that shit. And if I can get them to do this shit, bro, fuck yeah, we're on, boys. I think we might, even if we do it, we're not gonna do like the Olympic level. We'll do the fucking sprint level just to start it off for our first time and shit. But it'd be fucking sick, bro, if we can knock this shit out. But that would put us at the Surf City 10 in September, and then the Long Beach, the San Dimas Triathlon in October, like early October, and then like a week later would be the Long Beach Half Marathon. So I don't know yet, guys. Fuck ton of things to think about, but we'll see.
You have heard it said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. You've heard this to be a good and righteous thing. And yet, I say unto you now, love your enemies. Do good to them that hate you, and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he saw to it that his sun would rise on both the evil and the good. He sends his rain on the righteous and the unrighteous, and brings famine to the just and unjust. For if you only love those who love you, what reward do you have? What is gained by giving one more favor than the other?
The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. You already know, boys, it's fucking journal time. Have you found your gift? If so, what is it? How do you plan on giving it away to the world? You know, I'm sitting here, bro, and I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I don't really think I've found my gift. You know, I'm smacking the pen and I'm contemplating on this. But what I do know of what I want to give to the world is just a message of positivity, bro. A message that, you know, like, no matter how far down you dug, you can always see the light. And you know, if that's my gift, then a win's a win, bro.